Comedy can be felt on a variety of levels, especially when it comes to films. It can be genuine comedy from jokes that actually are funny. It can be awkward comedy where you find yourself so confused at what's going on that you have nothing else but to laugh. Or it can be unintentional comedy, where a movie is so poorly made and so inept that you find yourself laughing at its expense. It doesn't matter on what level a comedy appeals to you, as long as it actually does appeal to you. Now, you might be wondering why I'm starting off with this. Well, when you set out to make a comedy, and you fail to make people laugh on any level, that is one of the biggest fuck-ups you can do. And that is where these clowns come in. For those of you who don't know who these two are, Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer are the masterminds that helped write Spy Hard, whose only saving grace was the title theme sung by Weird Al, and Scary Movie, which actually wasn't that bad. Although, making a parody which pokes fun at horror cliches of a satirical horror film which also pokes fun at horror cliches is a bit too filmception for my taste, it was still enjoyable enough. But not because of these two gobshites! No, after they decided to start making movies on their own, they released a slew of horrible parody movies that follow the Scary Movie style, but remove anything of enjoyment. Although, I will admit to one thing though, I actually did kind of enjoy Vampires Suck. But that was just because I hate the Twilight series with a burning passion of 1,000 suns. I said passion, not boredom. Yeah, that's it. And seeing an entire movie take the piss out of it made me happy. The one they released before Vampires Suck, on the other hand, well, okay. Of all of Friedberg and Seltzer's movies, which includes a lot of bad stuff, this one is on the lowest listing on IMDb's bottom 100. And believe you me, there's a reason for that. Yes, today, I'm going to talk about Disaster Movie. Disaster Movie isn't so much a good old-fashioned assault to my funny bone in the sense of what a good comedy does, but rather a literal whack to my funny bone with a sledgehammer. Painful, irritating, and an incredibly stupid idea from the word go. So, let's just blunder through this mess and get it over and done with. This is Disaster Movie. So as the credits roll, we get a nice homage to the opening of Armageddon. This is just a taste of the parody style we'll be dealing with here. Not so much referencing, as much as just outright stealing shit from other movies. And we are brought to the year 10,001 BC, where a caveman is running from a wild animal and he... Yeah, that's how most of the audience felt when they watched this for the first time. Shit. Thank you, because we wouldn't have guessed if you hadn't have said that. So anyway, he keeps running and he is attacked by Wolf, one of the American gladiators. Whoever the hell they are. They start a gladiator match. Isn't he still running from whatever was chasing him earlier? Ugh, who cares? The movie clearly doesn't. While they're fighting, Wolf's dialogue can essentially be boiled down to this. I'm Wolf. Load the spaceship with the rocket fuel. Load it with the worst. And the caveman wins.
They're so small anyway. From steroids.
Okay, I can't believe I actually have to say this, but if you have to explain a joke, it's not funny. Not that that was all that funny to begin with, but still. He immediately runs away from the saber-toothed tiger that has suddenly started chasing him again, and it is revealed to be Amy Winehouse with saber-tooth fangs. Yeah, make fun of those far more talented than you. That's a good move. What? Okay, not Winehouse is here to warn the caveman, named Will, of coming danger.
Just calm down. You know you're speaking so fast. I can't even hear, mate. You make my head hurt. Or maybe that was the gasoline I drank. Oh, my God, it was good. Oh, God, I love drinking gasoline.
Ugh, I am not repeating myself. He asks when it'll happen, and she goes on to Face Nook. Okay. Okay, guess I don't want to be sued, I suppose. To find out.
Everyone's on Facebook.
Yeah, that would have made sense if you hadn't already used FaceNook, but you have, so fail! Anyway, she says that the world will end on August 29th, 2008, the date that this movie was first released in cinemas. Kinda apropos, all things considered. We see Winehouse drinking and an overly long burping gag, because, yeah, we haven't gotten the joke yet apparently. And she says that the only way to save the world is within this cheap plastic urine-coloured skull. The Crystal Skull! And then he wakes up, we get a tasteful Heath Ledger joke.
I knew I shouldn't have taken all the Zambian.
And Flavor Flav. Okay, what's with the random celebrity impersonators in this movie? Why are they here? What purpose do they serve other than to just annoy and confuse people? Actually, that sounds about right. Never mind. So, anyway, Flavor Flav was having sex with Will's girlfriend Amy, while Will was still in the same bed. Unobservant much. Well, Will has commitment issues.
I love you.
I like you too.
You've done date movie already, haven't you? This is disaster movie, alright? Can we leave the romance cliches for the romance parodies that don't suck? After that, she leaves, taking a little person with her. Again, you seriously didn't notice? And says she won't make it to her Sweet 16 party.
Are you still coming to my Sweet 16 party?
You're 25.
I never had one.
Grow up.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't find it. It's been a while since I've had to use them, so I just didn't know where I left it. Also, the notion that this movie is telling someone else to grow up is so rich that the makers of the Luther Burger think it's a bit too much. So we cut to the intro to a show that stopped airing months before this movie was released. Timing! And we go to Will's party, where we meet, among other excuses for writing, the other main characters, Will's best mate Calvin and Kim Kardashian? And no, she's not here as a cameo that the movie will make fun of. She's here to do some acting. As Calvin's girlfriend, one of the main characters. This has got to be the worst casting decision I have ever seen. Seriously, why would you cast one of the Kardashians? One of the most brain-dead celebrity families in all of reality TV to be in your movie and not intentionally make fun of her. This is like Paris Hilton being in the Just Lose It Eminem music video. It makes no sense. Seriously, she acts bland than a styrofoam sandwich. They must have known about this when they casted her. Why have her in your movie? Anyway, Calvin tries to stop Suck and McPhail over here from stealing their booze. We get a Wanted parody with Carmen Electra for some reason. It goes about as well as you would expect. We get a Juno parody where Junie and Bleeker are singing about abortions and selling kids on eBay. Oh, I'm sorry, YouPay. We get more stupid club rap music, Will still has relationship issues, Amy shows up with an underwear model, and Calvin brings in High School Musical. Okay, to be fair, this song is slightly less annoying than the real High School Musical, which isn't really saying much, but still. And true, I actually do wish that the original cast sang about pedophilia and prostitution. Anyway, they dance to Soulja Boy, for some reason, and Justin Timberlake and Jessica Simpson show up, for some reason, and they finally finish up the damn song, and the disaster from the title finally begins. Thank you, God, for finally getting around to it. Junie shows off the supposed to be annoying dialogue we'll be hearing from her for the rest of the movie. Yeah, I said supposed to be annoying because, to be honest, I'd rather listen to just her talking than the rest of these a-holes.
However, the arthritic hand gestures are a bit odd. Will and Amy have more lame romance dialogue. Why is this here again? And everyone evacuates. We're on a green screen. We then see the first casualty of this disaster. Hannah Montana, still shelling out her products even when dying, which is one of the few things that it falls anywhere close to being a joke, but the execution of it executes any hope of it actually being funny. See, even the mains are bored by it. Then a wig falls off, wash, rinse, repeat, I want to slice Smiley's head off, and we get a Hancock clone.
Hey, Hancock. Hancock. We need help. Wake up, you drunk motherfucker. Get your punk ass up, fly down there and fix that shit.
It's kind of sad that this kid is better than 98 of the other actors in this film. And he's only got 2 lines. And is half as old as most of the other actors. So let's sink in for a bit.
The group run into a warehouse to get away from the day after tomorrow, and they run into the Sex and the City gang, whom have also taken refuge there. And... hold on, what's Iron Liz doing in this movie?
Let's see how long it takes for people to hate me for that joke.
The cross-dressing Carrie challenges the group to a fight. Junie steps up to the challenge and...
like Dolph Lundgren in Rocky IV, I must break you.
Damn! This girl can kick some ass. Yet, the obvious stunt double thing is still present from Epic Movie, but I don't care. This is actually kind of nice, sort of an oasis in the wasteland of suck that is the rest of this movie.
Seriously, it's Carrie Bradshaw, played by a man in drag, in a kung fu fight with a pregnant teenager. How can that not be awesome? Okay, besides that. And that. Way to make defending you all the harder, movie. Not that you deserve it.
Anyway, the Cougars leave, and Will explains his premonition.
Amy Winehouse came to me in my dreams after I fought an American Gladiator. I think it has something to do with the crystal skull. Ow!
Come on, crackhead Winehouse, Crystal Skull? You sound like a crazy man.
This must have been the studio's reaction to the script.
Calvin suggests they use their own body heat to keep each other warm and that they get naked. Kardashian does.
Hey, we finally discovered a reason for being here!
As does Junie. Her water breaks.
That doesn't even resemble amniotic fluid, guys. Are you even trying? Seriously, it looks more like the fake jizz from that one sex scene in Scary Movie. I guess the Wayans brothers owed him a favor or something.
And, that gross out gag out of the way, Will has a dream that he's in a Jumper parody made only for the trailer.
I'm not really a banker. I'm a jumper.
A what?
I can teleport through time and space.
Jumpers can't travel through time. At all. At least know what you're stealing for thrift's sake.
I hope we stay together forever. I love you.
Later.
Get it yet?
And we get... this scene.
I am Prince Caspian, here to save Narnia. Little help? You guys? It's the guy who ruined Star Wars.
Well, technically Lucas did that, but Christensen certainly didn't help matters. Actually, given how the guy playing Will here also voiced Anakin in the Clone Wars movie, this line makes more sense than you'd think.
He wakes up, the others say that they saw his dream. I don't know. We get another stupid gross out gag. Why? They leave the warehouse after another earthquake, and we get another romance talk between Will and Amy, complete with product placement.
God, how blatant can you get? What? Bitching about movies makes me thirsty, alright?
Will wants to go back and save her, the others say he shouldn't. Yeah, bitch about his relationship problems, then say he shouldn't save his girlfriend. That makes sense. Immediately agree to do it, and...
I really have a bad feeling about this.
And we meet her replacement. The princess from Enchanted?
Again, disaster movie, remember? Stay focused, damn it!
Let me guess. An evil witch banished you from your fairy tale kingdom.
No, my silly, pasty, quirky teen. Actually, I'm just a demented homeless chick who lives in the sewers.
Okay, that's kind of funny.
How'd you end up there?
Drugs. Lots and lots and lots of mind-altering, enchanting drugs!
And they promptly ruin it. Wonderful.
They all begin to head off to the museum where Amy is, but then Stifler's little brother shows up and demands her back. He's her pimp, apparently.
Again, could have been funny, but that ship sailed already.
Anyway, with two potential boyfriends at her heels, given her insanity, I'm getting serious Twilight flashbacks here, there's only one way to settle this. A dance-off! Accompanied with more shite party rap and, much like everything else in this movie, it is pointless. Can we move on, please? The Twister comes around to interrupt, cheers for that by the way, and we get a cheap Iron Man Halloween costume who gets hit by a cow. Then Hellboy turns up. Same thing, except he survives and he just goes away.
Okay, points for not killing him, but you're still in negative numbers.
The Hulk turns up, Control-C, Control-V.
Get on with it!
Amy is trapped under a statue, needs Will to save her, and they go into another building to escape the carnage. They bitch more about Junie's dialogue. Shouldn't that be the other way around? The princess eats glass, because why the fuck not? And Calvin gets a call.
That was kinda funny, I guess. And again, they destroy all of the joke that's left.
Anyway, the call's from Kardashian's mother and... really? Sad music?
Is that seriously warranted here?
Babooyah! I met this fine, hot, enchanted princess chick.
Didn't think so.
Look, we gotta get to Amy at the Natural History Museum.
Thank you for returning to the plot, movie. Whatever semblance of it there is.
Oh, Mom! Oh, no.
I can't see anything!
Oh.
Neither can I.
Somebody is totally feeling me up. Calvin.
I didn't do it.
They're so perky, they're filled with milk.
Okay, now I'm just explaining shit for the sake of explaining shit. Just give up, movie. You clearly want to.
We then get... chipmunks? Why?
And as much as I would normally praise a movie for using practical effects rather than CGI, when they suck this bad, give me the fake-ass computer graphics any day.
They continue to sing and... okay, this track's kind of funky. And then they turn rabid and...
oh, hell yeah!
Okay, you guys are not Alvin and the Chipmunks, are you?
Aww.
And then we get a fight scene with the chipmunks, a bunch of jokes about eating nuts, and that for some reason. And am I the only one who's completely bored here?
WTH. I'm so not ROTFLOLing, but please KIT before I get 187. Ugh. Log you later.
Finally.
Fine.
No! Don't kill off the only character I actually give two shits about in this movie!
She is rather annoying.
No more than any of you wastes of thumbs! Excuse me, I'm gonna need a minute.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, joy.
Okay, I'm good now. So, where were we?
Alright, the chipmunks are suffocated in a garbage can, and we get another pointless ad to finance this movie.
But I do have this terrible headache.
Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead. Head on, apply directly to the forehead.
Palm, apply directly to the forehead. Palm, apply directly to the forehead. Palm, apply directly to the forehead.
Anyway, after that...
Still have that dreadful yeast infection. Sourdough, anyone?
She's baking a loaf of bread, and I think it's sourdough.
After that...
They go back outside, meet Beano's cosplay-obsessed cousin, have unfunny dialogue, steal the Mark 5.5, get it?
Oh, that's where I left that pointless Michael Jackson joke. I was wondering where I left that. Oh wait, no I don't, because it's stupid, and even back then nobody wanted to hear it.
They finally get to the museum and try to help Amy from off the floor.
What the hell was that for? I was just trying to knock her unconscious so she wouldn't feel any pain.
Good thinking.
Quick question. Wouldn't the princess have some drugs on her that you could use to do that without resorting to this non-joke?
Anyway, they save her and...
No, not until we return. This.
It's not a pocket!
Will and Amy go to put the skull back in the altar because they are just as eager to put an end to this movie as I am. Calvin and the princess run into a cheap night at the museum reenactment.
Drugs are great!
Oh, come on! They weren't even talking about drugs that time!
Will and Amy run into Beowulf, share about 7 billion gay jokes. Next! Calvin and the princess run into anorexic Kung Fu Panda with worse lip movements than the Garbage Pail Kids.
Get ready to feel the thunder!
A lame fight scene ensues. Princess turns out to be a man in drag. Wait, what?
What the hell was the point in that?
They both die.
Hurry!
Beowulf and Will keep fighting, keep making gay jokes. Beowulf dies, and they make it to the Crystal Skull Chamber and find Will's real dad. Indiana Tony? Poorly described plot point, ahoy!
Yeah, Will had one line of dialogue before about how his father left when he was young. I didn't include it because, much like this, that line went nowhere.
Anyway, he offers to put the skull back himself, gets chopped by the fan, gets thrown out the window.
Oh, please, no more pointlessness, I'm full.
Will does it himself, Amy has a magically disappearing cut on her face, and the world is saved.
Okay, so, movie's over now, right?
No, we need a Love Guru stand-in. And...
I'm fucking Matt Damon.
a parody of I'm Fucking Matt Damon by Sarah Silverman?
Okay, I seriously had never heard of this until I had to look it up and prep for this review. Again, just timeless, innit?
Okay, this song quickly outstays its welcome. We get 12 minutes of credits, and
I'm fucking done with this movie. I'd rather have my toenails pulled out from my face than ever again watch a cinematic disgrace. This movie is just pathetic. It throws everything, including the kitchen sink, from every genre into it, regardless of whether or not it's funny or pointful, and the rare moments that even come close to being in any way entertaining are drowned out by the god-awful writing and even more god-awful acting. Even the title is a lie, since the actual disaster isn't parodied and is just used as a weak premise for them to make fun of everything else except for disaster movies. And to make things worse, they're working on another movie right now called The Biggest Movie of All Time 3D. I trust you're all smart enough not to go see it, so I won't insult your intelligence. This has been Mahan, providing more friction to the fiction from beyond the gate. Signing off.